used to get Powerboat magazine when I was in 7th grade. Jerry Norsaw called me to join Bob and you guys to be the other test team. That was a big deal to me, man. That was a big deal. Mike and I were spearfishing all the time and diving all the time, and when I was working at Rahilly and Grady's in the race engine shop and Mike was at Bobby Moore's and he was at another place, we had a little boat and we used to always go diving, spearfishing after work. We'd go out at dark, just before dark, and spearfish or run over to Bimini's, and we used to always joke around about, hey, we'll open a shop, we'll call it TNT for my last name and his last name, Thomas. So Mike, we'll just start work like 5 in the morning. We'll get out of there by 2 o'clock and we'll go spearfishing every day in the afternoon. Well, I think it happened like twice. And never happened again. And after that, we just kind of got together and started working on boats and opened up a small little shop in Opelika in 1984. 85 and 86, we were in North Miami Beach. Then from 87 to like 92, we were a bigger shop in North Miami Beach. When Bobby Moore retired and we worked out a deal to buy out Bobby Moore and move into the 2 Arano buildings. We're there 4.5 years or so. That property got sold and we came into the marina. In 2004 is when we acquired the marina.
You have had opportunities, more than most people in our industry, to be part of the motion picture business.
That only comes because a friend of mine was a Marine coordinator, and back when they were doing Bad Boys 1 and 2, we were working on the boats. So when the Miami Vice came around, he called me and says, hey, you got any boats? And that now turns into him and another guy, when they get a Marine outfit movie and they need speedboats, they give me a call, and usually it's something elaborate like this, and if the owner allows it to get in the movie, then they say, well, John, you got to run it, and next thing you know, I'm doubling a guy or whatever.
What's your most memorable experience being part of the Hollywood scene? Well, you're not part of the Hollywood scene.
It'd have to be the Miami Vice movie, because I spent the most time on that one. I spent, off and on 2 months taking Jamie Foxx and Colin Farrell out on boat rides. It was a long few months. I spent only a day or two with Matthew McConaughey doing a movie they did down here, Beach Bums. We ran a 32 Doug Wright. Him and Zac Efron were running in. I didn't double them in the movie. I just had to be on the boat and kind of get out of camera shot and hide behind the front seats when they ran down the Intercoastal at 2 in the morning, stealing a boat from a wedding. But that one, and then on Speed Kills with John Travolta, but that was only a few days, but I spent a lot of time with the guy. I had him here for a day, took him boating and all that. So it was something took me kind of out of my element, so it was enjoyable. I don't know if I'd want to do it every day, not trying to run a business and everything else and do that every day is probably something I couldn't do. When Miami Vice was done after a few months, I was like, okay, sorry to see it go, but I'm glad it's done at the same time. Trying to fit new hose in without it keeking and chafing, but anyway, so. Engines are out now. Those are the engines those white engines are out of it, so. Today is more service oriented. It's more of the everyday stuff. We still do performance work. The industry has shifted more outboards and less inboards, but we shy away from maybe the Merc Cruiser, everyday Sea Ray cruiser type work. The days of me managing and running an offshore team are probably over. I don't have the desire or the time to do that. The mystique of offshore racing, I think, when I started was, you go out the harbor and maybe in 30 minutes you're coming back, maybe you're broke, nobody knows what happened. So that's kind of gone. I kind of miss that. I think there was more emphasis on the crew holding up in the boat mechanically holding up, to where now the boats are much faster. The designs are way different. I mean, who would have thought we're gonna have outboard boats running 130 miles an hour, catamarans. And who would have thought we'd have 180, 200 mile an hour inboard boats, you know?
I knew Johnny through boat racing. He was awesome. He's one of what I would call the good guys down here. You know, I'd say he's probably, if not the most successful, for sure one of the most successful offshore racers I've ever met. He runs hard, but he also tests a lot. You know, I mean, people think you can buy a boat and jump in and go win, and it's really not that easy. He puts in the dedication, the testing, the time it takes to really figure it out. And just to give you an idea how good he is, in my opinion, he races with my daughter. And I can't think of a better fit. You know, he's cautious, but he's fast.
John has a lot of experience. His lead up is a lot of practice in the race boats prior to racing, and then fresh equipment during race day with just enough time to test and make sure everything's dialed in. He prepares for racing as well as anyone I've ever met, and probably better than 95% of the competitors out there.
I think people are just gifted, and the sooner you find out what that is, the better your success will come, and faster.
I just think to be successful, you got to live, eat, and sleep it. The passion for it was so strong that it didn't matter if it was Saturday, Sunday, midnight, whatever, working on the boat. We're working on the boat, changing this, changing that, trying this. Having an owner that would allow you and afford you the ability to do different things and just continually to test and work hard. And it all comes down to hard work. Behind everybody that's successful is a lot of hard work that, you know, a lot of people don't see. They just think it may have came that way. But it's just a lot of devotion and hard work. As long as I have that drive and continue enjoying that and surround myself with the right people that support me, that's how I stay in the lead. You know?
Hey, he matches the boat.
Yeah, he's a mascot, right?
Yeah.
You bring him along?
He's like, Geico don't have nothing on me.
Exactly.
It was way too late to say something. I had all I could do to try to keep it. I'm turning and turning and turning and turning.
I knew it'd be like, that's why I didn't go. I'm like,